Okay, so you pulled your back. Now what? Hopefully, you know that the answer is not rest. It's not laying on the couch for days or weeks. That's not going to make you feel any better. You do want to keep moving. So, do things like going for a walk, stretching, doing some gentle yoga. You want to keep your back moving. So, I'm going to show you some of the gentlest moves that you can do while you're in that fresh state of just kind of pulling your back and you're really being mindful. Now, it's fine if these movements cause you some discomfort to your back, but you're going to leave them out if they cause any like shooting or radiating pain. And for that reason, every movement is broken out. So maybe, one movement feels good and the other one doesn't. One side feels okay, the other one doesn't. You can leave out anything that's causing that radiating or shooting pain. So let's start with lateral flexion. So remember, we're going to go all to one side first. So just plant your feet shoulder hip distance apart, and you're going to laterally flex over, just getting that side bend and coming up to center. You're going to do about 10 of these, moving really slow on one side. Again, if it causes any shooting pain, this is a movement you're going to leave out. It's fine if you're feeling some discomfort in your back. You've got to keep the back moving so that it recovers and heals, does what it's meant to do, does what the body is supposed to do, and so you feel better so you can get back to your routine. And then after you finish 10 on this side, we'll do 10 on the other side. So again, plant those feet hip distance apart. Just give that side bend over to one side. When you side bend, make sure that your feet stay equally rooted into the ground. You don't want to pick up one foot. And you want to keep your hips in place. So it's not about shooting the hips out to the side. Keep your hips over your heels and move through the spine. Moving slowly, moving with your breath. And when you finish 10 on this side, come back to center. So that's lateral flexion. That's the first pair of movements that the spine makes. Lateral flexion, right and left. Now we're going to work on flexion of the spine. And for that, we're going to do a Pilates exercise called rolling down the wall. So come back to a wall. Your feet do not have to be flush against the wall, just wherever you're comfortable. And you can feel your back making contact. So imagine your spine is like a strip of Velcro, and we're going to peel it slowly off the wall. So you bring your chin to chest. Feel the whole rest of your spine still pressing into the wall. Bring your shoulders forward. So you're starting to round your upper back. Here, the low back is still pressing into the wall behind you. And then start to peel your lower back off one vertebra at a time. You can go as far as you want to go with this one. So your flexibility and just how your back is feeling will dictate that. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. And then when you're ready to roll up, slowly reverse that process. So pressing your sacrum into the wall, your low back. So think of all of your lumbar vertebrae pressing into the wall, all of your ribs, your shoulders, all the way up to your head. So you can exhale slowly as you peel down, chin to chest. Think chest over ribs, ribs over belly, belly over hips. Go as far as you want to go with this. Remember, if you're having any shooting pain or radiating pain, we'll skip this movement. And then slowly rolling up. Pressing the back into the wall, one vertebra at a time, all the way up the shoulders and the head. And you'll again do about 8 to 10 of those. That's spinal flexion. So the complement to that move is spinal extension. So come on down to the floor for that one. So you'll come belly side down on the mat, palms down on the floor. So if you've ever been in my yoga class, we do not press into our hands for cobra, but this is different. This is prone press up. So we're going to press into our hands to press up into extension and then lower back down. So this is spinal extension. It's the complement to spinal flexion. Pressing up, lengthening, opening up the front body. Again, notice how this feels. If it's causing some discomfort in your back, it's fine. Do what you can do. If you're feeling any shooting pain, you leave this one out. And again, this will be about 10 repetitions. And when you're finished the prone press up, the last pair of movements that the spine makes is rotation. So again, we're going to do one side at a time. So you might want a pillow or a yoga block to rest your head on, and you're going to lie on your side. Bring your knees out in front, bent and stacked, and bring your arms out in front like alligator arms. We're going to slowly reach up toward the ceiling, rotating open, just as far back as you want to go with those knees still stacked and aligned, looking back toward that hand. And then slowly coming back around to the starting position, those alligator arms. So this side-lying spinal twist, just a very gentle twist for the back. Notice how it's feeling for you. Leave it out if it's creating any shooting or radiating pain. Just move as slow as your back needs you to move today. And again, you'll do about 8 to 10 on this side, and then you'll flip over for 8 to 10 on the opposite side. So same thing, let your head rest on the block or the pillow. Alligator arms out in front, bend and stack those knees. As you open, let your eye gaze follow your hand. You're reaching back as far as you can, working that shoulder close to the ground as long as we don't give up those aligned knees. Just moving slowly with your breath, noticing how it feels on your body. Just getting some movement through the spine so those muscles don't stiffen up even more, getting some circulation, some blood flow, some oxygen. Again, that is what is going to allow the body to do what it's meant to do, to heal, to help you recover. This gentle movement will facilitate that process. And when you finish 8 to 10 on this side, that's it. You're done. Those are the gentle movements that you can do for your back. In addition to that, whatever you like, whatever makes you feel better, heat or ice. And you can do these movements several times throughout the day. So maybe it's you start your day with those in the morning. Maybe halfway through your day, you need a break from work and you do these movements. And perhaps you end your day with these gentle movements before you go to bed at night. So keep that up and your back will start to feel better.